There is no wind power or hydroelectric power, unfortunately. There's steam, there's solar. As far as I'm aware, well, saying that, you can power your power armor with a fusion reactor. Once you get to that, it's pretty hard to make, but once you've got that, your power armor will not run out of power. As a result, you stop really needing rockets to take down enemy bases. You just need yourself. Provided you have the highest tier shields and a couple of batteries and a few personal laser defenses plugged in, then you can just kind of walk up to their base and let your armor destroy it all while you tank their damage. But it's still not entirely safe. They can still overwhelm you, especially on the larger bases. But at that point, you can more or less just troll all your way into an enemy base. It's funny that you picked that, those two things, Devil Divine. As much as my vanity would like to say, I prefer showers. My addiction to pineapples correctly reminds my vanity that no, I prefer pineapples. They're the fruit of the gods. And anyone who says otherwise is a heretic and should be purged with fire. Everyone trying to subvert my chat filter on coffee. You scoundrels. Right. How is research going? I'm not going to... I don't believe it preserves research, unfortunately, if you switch. Otherwise, I probably would go for liquid processing so I could just store the light and heavy oils there. But for now, it seems to be okay. One thing I could do, though, is I could improve all of these factories. That would possibly be a good use of the metal that we have available, because it would speed up the production of the green packs. Oh, my goodness. Let me fix these. There we go. Also, how long will it take me to get to cars? Engine... Really? Allows electric engine. Engine unit. Automobilism. 8 engine units. My god, that recipe's gone up. Oh, rather bathe in pineapples. I thought you were saying, would I rather wash myself in the shower or be able to eat pineapples? If the question is, would I rather just bathe in pineapples? Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I would cut out the middleman. I just walk around smelling of pineapples all the time, and it'd be fine. Everyone loves pineapples. Alright, everything is going okay over there, though I really do need to start building up those factories then. Oh, 8. I'll just go for 5 first. We'll completely upgrade these factories. They should be able to work much faster. Also, I suppose I could upgrade some of the inserters so they just work a little bit faster as well. Yeah, I agree. The inserters seem to be holding things up a bit. Once I've got fast inserters. The thing is, fast inserters will massively be too fast for the regular factory. So if I upgrade both, it'll probably be wise. Now, here's a thing with the way it works. When you tell it to make 5 of something, which you do with a right click, it will make all of the components in order and then make all of the things. It doesn't like queue up the components to make 1, then queue up the components to make 2, 3, 4, 5. It queues up all of the gears, all of the copper wire, all of the things to make the inserters, and then all of the things, you know, so on and so forth all the way through. But let's just go ahead and upgrade all of these. Now this is going to increase our energy footprint quite a lot, unfortunately. But now I've got 5 factories that I don't need. I'll store them in there. Well, these are polluting 2.4. This is polluting... Oh, actually, the pollution has gone down. My God, really? I didn't realize it did that. Well, well, well. Progress that actually helps the world. Who knew? Alright, let's get a couple of these upgraded. You all got everything you need? Yes, I do believe you do. Except you might not... No, actually you do. No, you are working fine. This one should be the other way, though. Finally. Okay. Let's have a look. I would like fluid handling next. I need to review this because I've got these pointing in the wrong direction, I'm sure of it. This one needs to pull, that one needs the other way. That one needs to pull, that one needs to put in, that one needs to pull, okay, this one needs to put in. Now that is the an unfortunate side effect there that I wasn't prepared for. The when you're placing these to upgrade them, they override the facing, which is not quite what I had in mind. And there, and finally, one more. That is working much faster. Take care, Dark Cat. Thanks for joining the stream. Oh, not quite close enough. There we are. Fantastic. How are you doing? We could do a little bit better, but it's not too bad. Right, now, sulfur processing. We can make sulfur from 3 petroleum gas and 3 water. Please do so. No? Not feeling it today? Perhaps, maybe? Oh. I see. I've got to be honest with you, game. I find your insistence that I put... that's a little bit frustrating. I feel that you're doing this intentionally just to annoy me now. I don't approve. Not one bit. Not even a tiny bit. Okay, let's repipe this area. No, I'm gonna need to leave it like that. Alright then. And like so. And now I'm gonna need an awful lot of these. Ah, thank you, Storm. Ah, people are taking the time to tune in. It only seems right that I should say hello to them. Ah, no, that's not good. Must keep them separate. Oh, you know what? Pipes. Feels like I'm playing some sort of arcade game. Why are you doing this to me? Let's try and fix this, shall we? Actually, that's right. These pipes have a phenomenal range. Okay, I forgive you, game. All is forgiven. I was being a derp. A mad, crazed derp. Let's fix all of this, shall we? And bring you all the way down. Oh, actually, no. We can go all the way down there. Is that okay? Yes? Yes, it is okay. Fantastic. This... Ah, really... Built up my hopes, only to crush them down. I take back my forgiveness. Right, okay. We are getting somewhere now. You know what? Let's move this up. We don't quite need that much room. There we go. All right. Now, I still can't produce this because I burned up... I suppose I... No. I used up all of my bloody petroleum gas. And this place won't make any more because all of this petroleum is still there. Can I make a barrel or something to store it in? I don't think I can. Alas. You can do underground pipes, but they are restricted in how you move them around. Actually, I could do underground pipes by here, couldn't I? I'm making this harder on myself. Let me just make another 2. There we go. That should work, I think. Yes, we've got plenty of water. The pumps are still pushing enough water up to my steam engines. My walls are all damaged. Thus, the world is apparently working the way it should. Let's fix all these up. Oh, how I yearn for the days of logistics drones. They will be here eventually. I'm sure of it. Okay, let's get up here. Oh my goodness. You've run out of coal. Took you a while. Oh, I'll take all of those. I've actually been thinking about playing Evil Genius. I was very sad with the way that Plump's Let's Play of it went. I completely understand his reasons for stopping, though, and I think that was definitely the best move if he was no longer enjoying it. I don't think you should play a game you're not enjoying because your lack of enjoyment will become obvious to those who are watching it. Which is even worse if they really like the game and were tuning in to enjoy watching you enjoy it. But, no, I really enjoy Evil Genius. I love making traps on there. Almost as much as I love making traps in Castle Doctrine, but Castle Doctrine does have a one-up on Evil Genius in that regard. Right. Take care, Tadeus. Dark Souls isn't stressful. It's beautiful in a really sad way. I can only imagine that Dark Souls 2 shares this. Oh my good lord. You've actually done quite a lot of coal mining there. You've only got 720 left there. That's not so good. Yeah, I'll only be streaming Factorio for today, and then that'll be it for the stream. It'll probably be going on for about another, maybe an hour. Maybe a little bit more. Depends how into it I am. You can end up playing this game for all day, unfortunately. Which is not very conductive to you getting any other work done, I have discovered. We probably don't need to top it up. This is really nice, just being able to hover over a chest and seeing what's inside it. You know what? I'm running around like a blue-ass file, constantly making myself more conveyor belts. I should just take those. And I really don't need to worry about that. Ah, damn it. Fluid handling. Why are you taking so long? I'll take all of you. That's actually not too bad. I believe I can make myself some better heavy armor now. There we go. Can I repair that? No. I was hoping for too much, I suppose. But there we are. Much better. So this has a resistance of 3 and 30% for acid. This has 5 and 30%, 2 and 20%, 10 and 30%. So it's much better at dealing with explosives. 3 and 20% for physical, 6 and 30% for physical there. And durability 5,000 versus 1,000. So yeah, significantly better in almost every measurable way. Let's go drop off that old armor now. No, you can pick it up, though, from their website. And I strongly recommend you do. But it isn't on Steam yet, and I quite like the stance the developers have taken on this. It's more of a it'll be done when it's done sort of thing. It will sell it when it's actually finished and worth being sold. Though in my opinion, well, saying that, they are selling it, but I mean, they don't want it just to go out to everyone on Steam, because as you've probably noticed from other games which were on early release on Steam, sometimes people have unrealistic expectations of a game that's in early development. And so the developers are taking the high road on that one, I think. Well done, them. Aurora, Dwarf Fortress for the very distant future with trans-Newtonian physics. Yes, I've played it. And I enjoy playing it. I actually enjoy writing the after actions reports more than I enjoy playing it, honestly. I play it more or less to be a generate your own story engine. Yeah, I mentioned that in a YouTube comment that I hadn't played it in a while, but it was probably time to check it out. I know they've done quite a lot of updates, and I would like to check it out and see how those updates have gone. Well, I've got a lot of steel. I could start working on an solar energy. Oh, thank goodness. I don't need to now. I can make batteries. It's going to take a while, but it'll be worth it. Allows laser turrets. The only thing left is batteries. Ah, gloriousness awaits. And we'd also be able to make battery equipment. Oh, and robotics, really? Gloriousness awaits. Though we'd require electric engine. Okay, well, batteries first. Electric engine next. Awesomeness follows. Yeah, Pixel Piracy would be a good game to stream. I didn't want to stream it, though, because I'm in the middle of a game on there. And I thought it would be a bit confusing if I'm uploading two separate sort of streams of the game. One that I was actually streaming and one that I was let's playing in a more traditional way. So that's the reason why I'm not playing that at the moment. Now, where can I make these glorious things? I can make the empty barrels there, apparently. Where is the fluid storage tanks? No? No fluid storage tanks. Ah, there we are. Thank you. Okay, how much room does this... Oh, it takes up quite a lot. Well, drat. Oil, you appear to require much more room than I wish to give you. I'm thinking that I may actually need to make a proper refinery area for this at some point. But for now, I'm just going to run these pipes through here as far as I can. Let me see how far I can take a pipe underground. And I'll also pause and be silent for ages, not realizing because I'm reading the stream. Sorry about that. Let's get this one as well. We're going to need more of those too. But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it's not that people are stupid or anything. It's just that some people really want a game now. And they don't realize that although developers will give that to them if they ask for it enough, and then they seem really surprised when they're given an unfinished product. I don't know. I just think it's that people don't have a keen enough understanding of the development process. Let's put it like that. Ah, thank goodness. We're making some sulfur. Good times. Oh, Devil Divine. One of these days. Yeah, I can probably fit that there, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's pop that there, and let's have a look in here. My lord, these can store a lot. That is good times. You may continue to store. And you may continue to make sulfur. I consider this a win-win scenario. I'm sure I'm going to need that heavy oil and light oil eventually. But for now... No, they're fine. Okay, so that's actually working. So now then, what do I want to do next? With this sulfur, what do I do? I can also barrel the oil, I think. But I'm not sure I would want to do that right now. I shall take a sip of tea while reading the chat. Yeah, I often have large gaps between playing early access games, just to give them time to patch up. For example, when I did my first taste of War for the Overworld, there really was only about 1 episode's worth of content in the game at that time. And that didn't disappoint me. As I tried to express to those who were considering getting it, it's because I loved Dungeon Keeper, and this was an incredibly Dungeon Keeper game. Game. And although it only had 30 minutes worth of interesting, well, things that I could show off, I put hours into it because I really, really liked it. And repetition doesn't offend me quite as much as it seems to offend some other people. But if there's been a lot of stuff added to it, then I may well have a look into it again. But we need to actually make some progress, I feel. Unfortunately, we are waiting on batteries, and that is not so good. What are we running? Ah, really? Never mind, I've got some. You can have all of it this time. Please stop stalling everything. I do actually notice this without chat telling me, and then I look over after feeling good about myself, noticing, there was no green research. And I see, like, a few moments ago, someone said, yeah, there's no green research going on, Aavak. And I was like, oh. Once again, you beat me. Keeper RL. No, but from the name, I assume it would be a roguelike of Dungeon Keeper, which sounds awesome. Right, I'm going to need a pump to... I doubt this has got a pump mechanic. So I'd need a pump there and there, and I could just daisy chain these along, storing up all of the heavy and light oil that I want to store for the foreseeable future. And all of this running from a single oil well. Well done. I think I'm going to add more to it, though. Let's get a little bit more going through the pipes. Not that I really need it. Can I just remove sulfur? I might be able to. Yes, I can. Fantastic. I was hoping that would be the case. Let's go ahead and stick that into a wooden chest as well. Just as soon as it's ready. Going to need to bring these pipes down, though. I may be able to just have them run under the water there and connect up over here. Okay, is steel stalled? It shouldn't be. Oh, yes, it is. Thank you very much for noticing. There we go. I said easily fix that one. And in fact, I'll top up my coal and properly fill them up. There we go. How are you guys doing? Right, we've finished mining out one of the spots there. Alright, that is kind of a bad sign in a way. Alright, let's head back down and get a new pump going. Oh, I could fit it there, really? Oh, that's good. But it uses up a lot, so instead, I think I'm going to place it over here and then draw power out to it. Like so. Get a bunch more pipes. Right, what I would like is for this pipe to come down here. There we are. Alright, that's not too bad. But you can see it moving around because there's no pump. Well, these are pumps, but you can see it kind of flooding backwards a little bit. There's just not that much pressure there. So I really do think I'm going to need more. I'm going to need a little electric pump. I think I'll work on an electric engine next. But in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and build some solar power plants. We'll build 6 for now. These can just be there to supplement my energy. I have no means of storing the energy, so it is only going to be a case of helping it in the day, though. Pollution level, sure. There we are. It's quite polluted just around my base, and then spreading out, but it's not too bad. Oh, here we come. Hello. Fantastic. It's rare that I'll be looking at the map when they actually attack. But that one keeps disappearing. I wonder if these bases actually consume pollution. That would, in a way, explain why they only really start attacking you once the pollution reaches them. Maybe the bases, in turn, whether this is in the lore of the game or just the code of the game, consume pollution that reaches them and produce units to attack with out of that pollution. It's like the currency of the actual units that will come out and attack you directly. That might be quite interesting. Pollution footprint down there is fine. Oh, the left one. Yeah, again, fine, but there's a large base right next to it. And that one's smaller, but there are 3. Depends a little bit on what's down there. If this is a really big base, or there's more of a base down there, I'll probably still go with this because these are much larger deposits. But there isn't too much down there, and this isn't huge. Then I might go down there for the joint iron and copper mining, simply because I'll have to go through less in order to do it. Well, to be fair, the way you say that, trees aren't really cleaning the air for us. They are eating the carbon dioxide, and they are excreting oxygen as a byproduct. They're basically urinating or defecating the stuff that we use to survive. It isn't a nice thing, and they're not doing it to help us. They're doing it because they consume carbon dioxide, and maybe the aliens are exactly the same way. Maybe they're like, this air is delicious, and then they come up here to try and get more air, and they're like, this man over there is hoarding all the delicious air. Quick, destroy him, and then take all of his delicious air reserves. You never know. The world is a funny place, especially when you don't think about it as a human. Right, what was I doing? I was waiting for the solar panels, which are now...